Now in this video lecture we are going to talk the other important features. There are two part of video lectures regarding the features of animal kingdom is actually established, and that I hope you can get them. And in this video lecture we are having the concept of features of animal kingdom onward of video number 2. That is the second video. I have described you the different kinds of digestion and nutrition occurs in the animal kingdom. Now back to the next important feature, that is the cephalization in animal. Cephalization in animals. It is in the third part of the features of animal kingdom. It is third part of features of animal kingdom, and cephalization in animal is actually the one of the important features of animals. Suppose that this is your body, then moving behind your body, that is this is your eye, and moving behind your body is not possible no longer by you, because your body is actually well adapted to move front side of your eye, that is toward the direction of eye. For example, other example, when you see the flying bird, then birds always flow or bird always fly to the direction of their eye. Same thing, the fishes can move to the direction of eye or brain. So cephal means related to the brain. When the animals move toward the direction of brain, that phenomenon is known as the cephalization. That is the very characteristic features of animals. Now the next is reproduction in animals. Reproduction in animals. Listen carefully. How do animal reproduces? Same things, by means of asexual and sexual. By means of asexual or sexual. Listen carefully. Asexual reproduction in animals are rares. For example, it is only found in planaria. Planaria belong to Platyhelminthes, and they show the body, that is they show the process of reproduction only up to body level. That phenomenon is known as regeneration, and you are well familiar with the word regeneration in class 10th. So asexual reproduction is common, it is uncommon in the animal kingdom. The well familiar is sexual reproduction. Animals may be bisexual or animals may be unisexual. Listen carefully. When the male and female found in the two different body, or when the male and female found in the same body, and the bisexual animals are actually rare. For example, the earthworm. Earthworm is bisexual, in which male and female reproductive system are found in the same body, and unisexual animals are the bird, cow, buffalo, human being, etc. Now back to the development, fertilization and embryogenesis in the animal. Fertilization or syngamy. Fertilization or syngamy. As you know that the male human produce male gametes, that is sperm, and male human produce and female gametes, female produce the female gamete, that is known as ova, singular ovum. It is the male gametes and it is the female gametes. So when the male and female gametes fuse inside the body, the fertilization is known as internal. Rewind the video, resume the video, and write down about the process of fertilization is internal type. What is the internal type of fertilization? When the male and female gametes fuse inside the body, the process of syngamy or fertilization is known as internal fertilization. And sometime male release the male gametes outside and female release the female gametes outside, and they will fuse outside from the body, and that phenomenon is known as external fertilization. So what are the internal and what are the external fertilization? The internal fertilization are those kinds of fertilization in which the male and female gametes fuse inside the body, while the external fertilization are those kinds of fertilization in which male and female gametes fuse outside from the body. Now back to the development. Actually, development are the process in which embryogenesis may either happen inside the body or may either happen outside of the body. Suppose that the male and female gametes, if fused together, listen carefully, If the male and female gametes fuse together, then it form the zygote and later it form the embryo. When embryo remain in the body, then their development will be inside. When the embryo released out from the body, then there is a need of extra protection, extra protective layer or coat, and that is actually known as external development. External development. An example of animals that perform the external development is egg laying animal. Egg laying animals, and the egg laying animal is known as oviparous. So all the animals that lay egg show the external development, and all the animal that gives birth, direct birth of baby, that is mature baby, are actually show the internal fertilization. So why there is a need of protection for the oviparous animals? Oviparous animal जितने भी होते हैं, एग के ऊपर एक कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट का एक क्या बना लेते हैं, शेल बना लेते हैं, शेल, SHELL। वो किस लिए? प्रोटेक्शन के लिए। बॉडी के बाहर जब एम्ब्रियो आ जाता है तो उसके डैमेज होने का खतरा रहता है, इसलिए उसके ऊपर क्या बना लेते हैं, शेल। और जो बॉडी के अंदर रहते हैं, डेवलप होते हैं, वो एक्चुअल क्या होते हैं, वो फुल प्रोटेक्टेड होते हैं। तो चांस ऑफ डैमेज किसका है? ओविपेरस का या फिर विविपेरस का। एनिमल्स दैट गिव्स फुल्ली एंड मैच्योर बर्थ इज नोन एज विविपेरस एनिमल। Viviparous animal. Example of viviparous animals: human being, cow, buffalo, etc. And animals that are oviparous in nature are actually the bony fishes. Not all fishes. The bony fishes or freshwater fishes, birds, reptiles. They all are actually the oviparous animals. So I hope the oviparous, viviparous animals, cephalization and reproduction is clear. If you have any kinds of doubt, then you can frequently ask to me regarding the today's concept. Thank you.